Everyone. It is Tuesday afternoon here. I think it's closing up to 4 o'clock. I decided to jump on a bit later today. I went to the hairdresser. I thought, we need some pampering for ourselves as well. So my live is a bit later, but hey, it's not like you're all waiting out there for me to jump on live. Anyway, as I shared with you, I'm on a mission to really uh, get online, get on lives, communicate directly with you on a daily basis, right? For those of you who want to tune in, you're going to tune in. And for those of you who want to tune out, you tune out. And for me, it's about connecting with you to hear what is landing for you. You might have questions. Yes, I do talk a lot about being on a mission. I do believe that there is a very foundation that we need to really be aware of. And that is, what is the purpose that is driving us? That is literally what we are born with. Are we aware of our actual innate ability? And then what is that mission that we choose to be on that will help us when we are feeling maybe overwhelmed and we're losing a bit of track as to in which direction we want to go. So that's what I'm going to talk about today as well. And I also want to share with you that when I pop on live here, I don't actually know what I'm going to talk about. It's very impromptu, like just like with if I meet with a client. I sometimes don't know what's the topic. So very often when I'm talking with a client, it's like, so hey, what's up? Where do you want to go today? So I'm asking myself the same question. And what popped up for me today is surrounding or in connection with a conversation, multiple conversations that I've had with clients that have been, or potential clients, but also clients that have been seeking some support as to, I'm in this great job. I've always got the job that I'm aiming for. When I decided that I'm going to be the first in whatever X field, I was the first in that X field. If I were to say I'm going to be the first in my family who has ever done, I was the first one to go in there as well. And what I see is that when we come to maybe a certain age, or there is a something that is shifting in our life, it's difficult to sometimes figure out what is next for me, because it's always been like bam, bam, bam. This is what I want. Right. So, hi, Torald. So nice to see you from London. Good to see you. Yeah. Anyone's popping on here, I would love for you to just say, where are you calling in from? I love that. And hi, I love having a dialogue with you, Torald. This is cool. So, like I said, so I have had several clients coming in and also potential clients with this desire of, I want to find my edge. Find, I want to find my mission. I want to reconnect. I want to do something. And I see the same mistake that is happening every time is that, um, so what kind of job should I have? Like, what do you think, Rita? What is next for me? And I'm only like, I'm not here to give you any answer. I have zero answers for you. You have the answer inside of you. So we want to go deep and find out what is driving you, what has been driving you so far in your life, when you've said, every single goal I gave myself, I I created. I got it. When you decided to move from maybe the city that you were born in to move to another city, even people said, "Don't do that." You did it anyway because it was a must for you. When you decided that it's time to go broader, maybe you wanted to shift countries, maybe you wanted to move to a different country. Everyone else was like, "Nah, I think you should study this and this here. I think you need to settle here before you start exploring the world." No, you're on that mission, and that mission was you. And you decided that no matter what, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there. And As you look in mirror, you see that all these kind of missions that you have been on, that has been a must for you, have taken you somewhere. And we see the same when it comes to work. It's this is what I want. Now, what's next for you? What do you want to do? So, like in this case with a client, she doesn't need to change her job. She has a fantastic job. People will say, I envy your problem. Right? I envy your problem. You have this perfect job. You have the name tag, you have the office, you have everything, and you're busy. I wish I had your problem. But the fact is that she wanted something more. But we needed to identify what that was. And this is where mission again comes in. So the two things we always look at. We look at your purpose. So think about yourself. Go back to childhood. What is the stuff that got you into trouble? What is the stuff that you just could not do? Where do you see that you chose a direction that the majority of your peers, they didn't? But for you, it was a must. What do you even hear people say about you as a child? Some people, again, clients are telling me that very often they were said they were shy. And I don't believe in the word shy. I think that is a completely wrong word to use. Because if we're thinking about it, what is behind being shy? What's going on of a child who is sitting there? And the majority of my clients who have been named shy, they are observers. They're putting the dots together. They took time to process things. And that's where the superpower is today. And very often, because been called shy, because they were entering in their kind of box of observation and doing things their own way, and were kind of shamed for it or put names on it, they have done a lot to get away from that superpower of being the observer and sitting quietly, because that's bad, right? That's you're the shy girl. So they've done everything to become something else. But we want to go back to, what is your purpose? What is driving you? Get clear on that. So we very often we work through that. We draw it out. And I had a client recently, we just draw this purpose out. And she said, but that's too easy. Yeah, purpose is actually very easy, because we say, it's like what the sky is to a bird, is what water is to a fish. It's what humans are to themselves. We don't see what we always do and where we're always in. So we need to clarify and get this super clear. So when somebody again say that I'm ready for my next, I know that I'm restless where I am, I need my next. Tell me where to go. How do I do it? Do I network? What do I do? I say, let's slow down. Where are you coming from? We identify your purpose. What is that thing? The next thing we then want to do is to look at what activates your being on a mission. Again, go back and look when you were determined to study something, or um, to move to another city, or to just do something that everyone else said, that's a bad idea. Like, who do you think you are? Do you think you can leave your job and actually make something out of something, right? And you do it anyway, or you pivot, you shift position. Think about that when you did this. What drove you? Why did it become a must for you? And usually it's something very deep, it's something very profound. When we are looking for a career change, one of the reasons why it is so important to understand where you're coming from and the road you're on, which basically is your mission, is because if you're only evolving around yourself and your own thinking, you will think yourself so small. If you have a mission, and sometimes a mission can be bigger than yourself. When I say bigger than yourself, sometimes bigger than yourself can also be that drive to say, I want to feel an adventure. I want to feel alive. Even that thing that is so personal to you is actually having a mission outside yourself, is stepping outside. This is why it's important to have a mission. Because, and I'm going to read something, this is in one of the workbooks that I have created, where we are talking about shifting focus from self and into a mission. And there are two parts. And one part is going inwards, and the other one is going outwards and driving it forward. That's when you're on a mission, right? So going inwards, imagine you encounter a significant obstacle while working on your mission. Let's say that is you're looking for a new job, you're looking for your next gig, you're looking for something, right? And there is something standing in your way. How do you feel, right? Going inward in this scenario may involve self doubt. What does it mean? You start questioning your own abilities and worthiness. Doubt creeps in, and you wonder if you're up for the challenge. Is it worth it? Am I good enough? Maybe I need to add some stuff to my skill set. How many have come to me and suddenly said, I think I need another master's degree in something? This is a classic thing. I'm not saying anything wrong with taking a master's degree. What I'm saying is that when I have clients that have come to me with multiple degrees, even PhD degrees, and still think that the next thing is in the next piece of mastery, I say it's time for you to become a mastery in yourself. Study your mastery, right? So when we are uh, losing touch with the mission, we can suddenly feel a lot of self doubt. What we experience is that we're going inwards. The dialogue is ping ponging inside your own head. Am I good enough? You don't sleep. You're questioning yourself. You start listening to other people. It's really tough out there. It's really difficult to get a job that is according to what you really want. You should settle for something else. And again, then you suddenly say, "Oh my goodness, I don't even have what is needed because there is a maybe younger group coming up. They're far advanced, and now it's all about self-absorbed about your inner self. It's difficult sometimes to get out of bed. It's difficult to go to the gym. Everything is like you focused on yourself, right? It leads to isolation. You withdraw, perhaps feeling overwhelmed or defeated by the obstacle, right? You might believe that you need to figure things out on your own. I need to figure this one out. Let's do YouTube. Let's read another personal development book. Let's listen to another podcast. We can even go so far into that world of we're going to evolve and educate ourselves that we think that we're actually not good enough. This happens sometimes when our mission is getting muddy and now we just kind of fill our cup, fill our cup, fill our cup. And we forget that we are the engine. When you want to go out there and you want to be the magnet for the job that you want to get super clear on your purpose, your mission, why you're doing it. That's become muddy. You think too much about yourself. And the third one is stagnation. As you turn inward, your focus may become fixated on the problem itself, leading to a lack of forward momentum. You may get stuck in analysis paralysis or rumination because we're focused inwards. Now, the mission is there to be focused on something bigger than yourself. This is why I say to everyone, let's figure it out. When you come to me and say, I want to get the seat at the table, I want to have my voice heard, I want to take this lead, right? There is no technique in that. There is only one thing. Do you have a strong belief in yourself that you have an impact to make in this world? That you're on a mission, even being on a mission to have a job, a career, a business that is giving you something is something we need. The worst thing we have is when we are complacent, playing ourselves small, tolerating nonsense, and not moving forward, right? So let's look at the other side, which is having a mission, coming from your purpose, driving through a mission. This is going outwards and driving it forward. Now let's shift to a different approach. When faced with the same obstacle, right? Same obstacle, same problem. What you do now is you choose to go outward and drive your mission forward. Because this is what we say, is this a must for me? Is this bigger than me? Now the energy is very different to, am I good enough, right? Am I good enough? Or is this a must? When resourcefulness, so this is what we're going to look at. Resourcefulness. Instead of doubting yourself, you tap into your resourcefulness. You might not have the resources. You might not have the partnership. You might not have the money. You might not have a lot of things, but you have your resourcefulness. You seek help, advice, or collaboration from others who share your mission or possess the necessary expertise because you're on a mission. It's a must for you. You ask, you go out, you're dynamic, right? Community. You recognize the power of a supportive community or network. You reach out to mentors, to your peers, or allies who can offer guidance, encouragement, or practical solutions. It's a must to know that you have somebody to ask. These are your resources and you're resourceful because you say, I'm on a mission here. I'm going to ask. And you have been willing to share about your mission. The other one is adaptability. Rather than fixating on the obstacle, you remain adaptable and open to change. You view challenges as opportunities for growth and innovation, and you actively seek creative solutions. Right? So this is a difference, is when we are lurking into thinking that the mission is less important and I feel that I'm not good enough, now you can't get out of it. Now you're doubting yourself. And the worst thing is, I'm going to figure it out myself. No. Ask for help. Get support, right? We want to keep the momentum going. So going inwards can sometimes lead to a sense of being stuck, while going outwards when you're on this mission empowers you to leverage external resources, collaborate, and drive your mission forward despite obstacles. It's a shift from self-focus to a mission-driven, collaborative, and resilient mindset. So even if you are kind of in this, well, it's not like I'm looking for my big mission. Well, I would say that if you are looking to shift gears and change jobs and you might feel that you're looking for your edge or what is unique with me, right? The mission, that is your mission. That is driving you forward because you have been triggered by something. I've been talking about this before. If you read my newsletters, if you have been listening to some of the other lives that I've done, I'm talking about you being triggered to make a decision. So if you feel idle in your position, that is a trigger. When have you in your life experienced that when you are being bored, that is the catalyst for change for you? If it is, fabulous. Look for your boredom and let's see how we can use that to move you and catalyze you forward. So, yeah, anything that resonates or anything that is popping up for you that is a takeaway. Um, I want to also say that I am inviting in, there is a wait list for Unlock Your Mission, Evolve Your Life, which is a roundtable, small roundtable, uh, couple of hour session that I'm inviting in everyone to. It's for free, but it's only for 5 people at the time, hence creating a wait list for that. I invite you to sign up, and I will let you know when that kicks off and where you will be invited in. Uh, that in itself is magical. It's so powerful. So if that is the only thing you ever did with me, go ahead and do it. Make sure that you sign up for that. And with that, I wish you a beautiful Tuesday. And let's see what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Okay. See you there. Oh, twirl. All resonates with last few years. Yes. Love the bored one point. Exactly. Boredom. I'm glad you picked up on that because boredom is an edge. Boredom is a indicator for, what have I done when I'm bored before? Sometimes looking back to childhood when you were bored, what did you do to shift modus? Kids are super good at that, um, if we allow them to. Sometimes they say, "Oh, I'm bored," and this and that. And if we're just giving them stuff to do, they're not using and learning from this muscle of reinventing their lives through feeling boredom. So we want to go there. Boredom can be a great catalyst. So don't be scared of it, but use it. Beautiful. All right. Well, I'll see you tomorrow. And like I said, I have no clue what I'm going to talk about, but I'm sure we're going to figure it out. All right. Bye for now. You sang. I love that, Toril. Sorry. It was just coming in. Yeah. If you were bored, you sang. Oh, I have an invitation for you. How can you mix the powerful work that you are doing? You are coaching women through menopause. You're doing amazing work. Where does singing come into that business, right? What if singing is something to invite your clients into doing? I'm just saying. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye for now.